G'day guys, Cam Wild Touring. Just a quick one for you today. If you don't know, last Saturday we posted a video having a chat about what vehicle we've decided to buy. So we've decided to buy a 300 series Land Cruiser, which is coming out with a new motor and a new transmission. We've had heaps and heaps of messages, comments, emails, DMs, PMs, all of the above, about basically warning us, saying that, hey Cam, Tiff, these motors have an oil burning issue, the hot V design is problematic, you know, and they're concerned that we're going to have issues with the car. So just a quick video to address that. And look, to be honest with you, I'm no expert on the matter. We've taken what we think is like a calculated risk to purchase a new vehicle, and we've done our research and we're pretty confident with what we've decided on. But to address those couple of things, you've got to remember that most of the information coming out about the hot V being a problem or the oil burning is coming from automotive journalists, not from users of the vehicle. And it's to sell articles. It's to get you to click on it and to read it. And the more sensationalist and the more of a beat up that it is, the more money that these content creators or journalists and stuff can earn. But to address those issues, the hot V thing, listen, Toyota aren't stupid. 70 years of building Land Cruisers and they haven't built a bad one yet. It's not a totally untested, unproven new design. They've actually been testing this motor in development sort of stages in Australia since 2014, 2015. And Australia and the United Arab Emirates are two of the biggest consumers of Land Cruiser. So the motor and the car as a whole has been designed to be used in hot, rugged environments. And only time will tell if you know, whether I'm right or whether these other people are right, saying that the hot V is going to be a problem. But at the moment, there hasn't been. I'm on all the owners forums, and there's not been a lot of you know, like catastrophic engine failures because of the hot V design. There's certainly been some teething issues with the new model. Most of it's electric issues and sensors and things like that, which Toyota are going to work out as time goes on, like with any new vehicle. On that note, yes, I'm buying a new vehicle, a new model, but they've been selling these in Australia since 2021, and I'm getting mine late 2023. It's not going to be a brand new car by the time I get it. There's going to be 2 years of sorting out all those teething issues. Do I expect that there's going to be a couple of issues? Yeah. Do I think there's going to be any massive catastrophic showstoppers? No, I don't think there will be. It's funny because I've been interested in full drives and this kind of industry all of my life, right? So this is not the first time that this has happened. It's not the first time that I've seen this. I remember when the 1HD FTE motor was wrapping up in the 100 series, and the 200 series was coming out with the new V8, the big VDJ. And people, there was the exact same sort of thing was happening. People were going crazy and they were buying up all the last of the FTEs. And there was a lot of fear mongering and a lot of people saying that the new VDJ was going to have massive problems and there was too much electronics and it was no longer reliable and it was going to use heaps of fuel and all the rest of it. Certainly there were some teething issues in the beginning as well, but Toyota sorted all of those out. And now the funny thing is that the VDJ, the new V8, or the V8 that's going out now, has had the same sort of cult following. So now that the 300 series is coming out, the whole process has repeated itself, and people are saying that the new motor is going to be crap, and that the VDJ was the best motor ever built, and they're snapping up all the 200 series and the old VDJs. Now look, those motors are proven. Like they've already proven themselves to be reliable and a really good motor. So I understand why people are snapping them up. But I don't think that it means that the new model is going to have, you know, serious issues. Like I said, 70 years of building Land Cruisers now, and every single new model that comes out in some way is an improvement, arguably, over the model going out. So that's obviously subjective. I know there's people out there that are going to say the 80 series were the best vehicle ever, the 105s were the best vehicle ever. You know, yeah, I get it. The other thing I wanted to chat briefly about was John Cardogan has recently put a video out about the oil drinking issue with the new Hot V Land Cruiser 300. If you don't know, John Cardogan has got a YouTube channel. He is the auto car expert, and he's a really clever bloke. He's obviously very influential because heaps of people have watched this video that he's put out, and they've been sending me links to his video warning me that I'm going to have problems with oil burning. The thing that you need to know about John Cardogan, if you don't follow his channel, is that he hates Toyota Land Cruisers. It's glaringly obvious. He's not into caravanning or full driving or camping. And he refers to people like me as dingo piss creekians, which is, you know, pretty funny. But yeah, he's not into Toyota Land Cruisers, right? He likes to have a bash on them for, you know, whatever reason, I don't know. The video that he put up about there being an oil burning issue is really ironic, because if you've been following him for a while, like a number of years, you would have seen other videos that he's done on modern motors using oil as well. And I'll put links in the description of the most recent video and the other ones he's posted as well. And look, the bloke's a lot cleverer than I am, so I'm basically going to regurgitate what he's put in several other videos that he's posted to explain what I think the oil consumption is actually all about, and that I don't think it's really an issue. So the way that John Cadogan explains it in previous videos is, in the past, older technology motors use no oil, and using oil was an indication of engine wear. And that's because those motors were built really tight, and that meant more wear and more friction internally. And as they started to wear, oil would start to seep past seals and whatnot and rings, and then you'd see oil consumption, and that was indicative of engine wear. In recent times, engine designers, engine builders, engine engineers, I don't know, whoever's making these things, has realised that if they make clearances slightly looser between piston rings and cylinder bore and valve stems and valve guides, yes, they're going to use slightly more oil, but because there's less internal friction, less internal resistance, they're going to use significantly less fuel, and there's going to be significantly less wear. So yeah, you will see oil use from new, using oil, burning oil, but it's not indicative of engine wear, and it's not an issue. It's actually it's feedback from a positive change that they've made to improve on fuel economy and to improve or reduce engine wear. So John Cadogan himself says in several other articles he's written and videos that he's done, that it's not unusual for a modern engine to use a litre of oil every 7,500 kilometres. The real effect of that as a road user, as a vehicle owner, you probably won't even notice it, because if you're getting regular scheduled oil changes, as you should be, you won't even know that you've consumed an amount of oil. Your mechanic's just gonna do an oil change, top it back up to full, and you'll be back on the road again. Someone like me who's gonna be doing full driving, I'm gonna be in hot environments, I'm gonna be towing a caravan, I'm gonna be doing high speed stuff like highway driving and whatnot. I'm gonna be doing more frequent oil changes, so I'll likely never see that it's using oil until I go to fill the thing up. So yep, you're going to use more oil. If going by his figures, if I'm using an extra litre of oil every 7,500 kilometres, over a year, I'm probably going to use $50 worth of oil to save several $100s worth of fuel. So is it a problem? No, I don't think it is. I guess the real issue is maybe Toyota could have built a bigger sump to take into account for that oil usage, and then no one would even know that it was ever a problem, because no one would ever see warning lights on their dash saying that they've used oil and they need to top up. So people are saying things like, Toyota are putting their head in the sand about the oil consumption issue, and Toyota aren't acknowledging it and all the rest of it. I don't think they need to, because it's not a problem. They have put out like service bulletins or whatever for dealerships to help dealerships explain to customers why their vehicles are using oil. But it's not because they're acknowledging or not acknowledging a problem. There is no problem. The motors use oil. That is a feature of their design, and it's to save you fuel and so that you get more kilometres out of the car, less internal wear, longer distances between engine rebuilds. So yeah, that's it. Look, like I said, the ironic thing is that I'm actually, a lot of people have come about this concern through John Cadogan's video that addressed it the other week, and then I'm actually regurgitating information that he's put out before about oil consumption being quite normal on modern motors. So I don't know, I'm not going to speculate as to why he put out that video, but am I concerned about it? No, I'm really looking forward to getting my 300 series. Anyway, I'm actually away, as you can probably see, and I'm hiding in the shelter of a portaloo 1,000 k's from home in a really epic location. The tinny's on the beach, the boys are down there, we just had a big cooked breakfast, and we're going out for a fish. So I'm going to wrap this up. I've got to get some sunscreen on before I bake, and hopefully we'll catch some fish. Cheers guys, I'll see you in the next one.
Oh, fish of the day! Look at that!